Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has finally addressed the criticism he's received for having the refs in his back pocket. That's right, I said it. Yeah, fam, he jumped on social media and dropped a statement ahead of his game against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. This will decide which team goes to the Super Bowl. They will play the winner of the Commanders versus the Eagles. Kansas City Chiefs, they're a decent football team. They're not great. At one point, they were very good. Right now, they're just playing off a rep, and they're winning off of refs. That's right, I said it, fam. They straight up cheated the Texans last weekend. Straight up cheated, man. They calling all kinds of calls, man, and some of the most obvious calls were those where they called roughing the passer and things of that nature, where they barely even touched this dude. Another way the refs help Kansas City Chiefs beat their opponents is by stealing yardage gain. Yeah, let's say you run for a first down. Instead of them saying first and goal or first and 10, it's 4th and 1. They mark the spot of the ball short, and they do this all the time. They did it to Texas at least twice. They did it to the Texans at least twice. Here's what Patrick Mahomes had to say for himself. I've kind of learned that no matter what happens during the game, something is going to come out about the refs if you win, if you continue to win. But at the end of the day, those guys are doing their best to make the best calls and keep it where the players are making the plays in the game, and that's what decides the outcome. Obviously, there was a call here and there that people didn't agree with, but at the same time, I think there were a lot of other plays that really decided the outcome of that football game. So he ain't got no problem with the refs making the calls when he's winning, when it's looking good for him, when it's going in his favor. But if the refs make calls against him, he bitching up a storm. You ought to see him, fam. Look like a big old 60-year-old baby, crying. Now they're getting ready to play the Buffalo Bills for the championship, in the AFC Championship, to go to the Super Bowl. Well, all eyes are going to be on the refs this time. See, like, everybody is on their head. Now, there's been murmurs for a while now that the refs have been stacking the deck in Kansas City's favor. But now more than ever, everybody's watching to see how they're going to try to cheat the Buffalo Bills out of this game this coming weekend. And then, the Kansas City Chiefs, people say, well, why would they cheat? Why would they cheat? Why wouldn't they cheat? First of all sports teams cheat. That's number one. But we're talking about how they cheat. Obviously, how they've picked Kansas City to be the team that they're going to cheat for the most. I mean, they be cheating their asses off. One of the biggest reasons why they want Kansas City to win is because of Taylor Swift, the Taylor Swift effect. And now they got Caitlin Clark over there in the box with her. They sitting down chilling. They got a lot of eyeballs. A lot of people want to see them just on TV. They just want to get a glimpse of them on TV, so more people are watching. They got all the Swifties watching the games. Ticket sales are up. Viewership is up. Apparel is up. So, it's a ratings bonanza. It's a lot of money being made. So they want Kansas City to stay on this road so they can get more money. But The problem with that is it sacrifices the integrity of the game and it cheats the other players and the other teams out of deserved opportunities. And so when people act like, oh, that didn't hurt the team, that one penalty or that two penalties or whatever didn't affect the outcome. Yes, it did, because when you are on a roll, when you do something good, and every time you do something good, you take one step forward, the refs make you take two steps backwards, it's going to affect your overall performance. It's going to affect your mentality because you don't know what the hell to do. You can't really play carefree. You can't really just let it all hang out on the field because you scared, man, I can't even touch this dude. If I do this, and then when you know you got a first down and they call it short, you like, damn, man, we busting our ass out here, man, and every time we do something, man, they penalizing us. So if every time you take one step forward and two step back, man, that's discouraging. We ain't gonna talk about how they covered the spread. Oh man, look, fam. For those of you who are not football players, just take my word. Kansas City is now the least favorable team in the entire world. I don't know if everybody watches it, but I know at least in the United States. For football players in the United States, or football fans in the United States, everybody hate Kansas City, and everybody want to see them get their asses whooped, except those few people who are Kansas City fans, the people who live in Kansas City. Everybody else want them to go down, and I do believe that they are going to go down because they're going to be only able to get away with so much. This is akin to exposing corruption in a small town. They can get away with it as long as nobody says anything. But the moment somebody brings attention to it and puts a spotlight on it, now they got to act right. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.